Turning the tide. Effective financial training. Increasing your value. The purpose of this video is to define the concept of exchange and to show you various ways to increase your overall value so that you can accomplish the following. 1. Vastly increase your actual value not only at work but in life. And 2. Increase your income. It's important to point out that you don't take how much money you make personally. The amount of money that you're bringing home does not determine your worth. So don't feel bad because you're not making enough. Really, the amount of money that you make is a rough gauge of what your production is worth to the marketplace. So, I want you to decide that you, as a person, are worth several $million. Our focus at this point is to reprice and rework the services that you have to offer the marketplace so that the marketplace agrees that those services are worth more than they are now. If you want to earn more, you need to give more. Exchange. Let's go over the concept of exchange. The definition that we want to focus on in this video is the giving of one valuable item or service in return for a valuable item or service received. You can see right away from this definition that value plays a large role in exchange. If the true or perceived value of one item or service was not equal to the real or perceived value of the returned item or service, you have a potential conflict. You can understand quite a bit about disputes across any sector of the world if you get the concept that exchange, value, and to a degree, agreements compromise most any relationship. Good or bad depends on the alignment of these. Household chores are a simple yet vivid example of these three concepts at work. It's usually agreed upon who does what chore in any home. Each of those chores has some value placed on it, and exchange comes into play when one feels he or she has contributed to the overall household in exchange for others doing their assigned chores, such as cooking meals or cleaning the home or fixing the car. In this example, it's easy to see an argument ensue if these three concepts were not in alignment. The word taxes is usually one of the best examples of these three concepts being out of alignment. It wouldn't take long in a conversation about taxes to find many people feel they pay too much and get too little, with many of them in total disagreement on what the money is spent on. A criminal is really someone who has severely violated this definition of exchange by taking something while giving nothing. This activity, of course, also breaks the agreement that society has established regarding proper exchange. There are, though, more subtle examples of this. What about the dock worker that proudly loafs off for most of his or her shift, yet receives a full paycheck at week's end? Isn't there a degree of criminality in that as well? Your value. What then really makes up a valuable employee, boss, entrepreneur, or associate? Certainly, the more revenue or income that you can generate for an employer, the more your services will be worth to him or her. However, it's not just income generation alone that makes one valuable to your employer or your family. Let's take a realistic look at what keeps people needed and highly valued. The more problems you're capable of solving, the higher your value. The more organization you're able to put into a disorganized area, the more you'll be needed. The more you're able to communicate to an associate or customer when others would rather not, the more you have to be retained. The more you prevent future work for yourself or others by handling it properly the first time, the more you will create value through efficiency. The more you prevent or stop from spreading rumors or gossip around the work area, the more other productive people will want you around. Your personal value is not based on being liked or being popular. Your value is based on your competence and effectiveness that you demonstrate on a daily basis. Being liked by your boss and associates may get you invited to parties, but it doesn't equate to either job, personal, or financial security. Your goal: make yourself so valuable that your boss would never think of letting you go. The amount of job security that you have is directly proportional to how confident you are that you are in demand in the marketplace and your ability to demonstrate that confidence to your superiors.